It's good to know that there's a paper out there that people buy religiously, and we find that the people who buy it are exactly the kind of people we're looking to try and sell a product to.
It makes perfect sense that if you're going to do any advertising, that we would do it in a title like the Herald. We know that it's well respected, we know of its readership, and we know of its reach.
We went to the presentation more for a nosy than anything else to see what was available, and we were quite surprised at what we could get for our money.
We actually sit down in November and we speak to our agent from Glasgow Herald or Evening Times, and we try and organise and programme our advertising for the rest of the following year.
We looked at loads of different ideas and ways of advertising to get it out to the right group of people based in Scotland that would be interested in Tradfest, and after research it's clear that the Herald readership is exactly the clients that we are looking for the festival.
Started to use the Herald quite aggressively in 2010 in order to find new market. Word of mouth takes us so far, but the Herald's been good for us.
It's a thing in advertising. I would say if you do a good job, about 80% of our business comes from either people who've dealt with us before or people who we've been recommended. It's the other 20% that we have to spend the money to get them in and keep the referral business going.
When we have clients who come to see us, we ask them, have you seen those ads in the Herald? And invariably they say yes. So we know that it is doing the job that it should be doing.
There is an Edinburgh readership of the Herald. There's a massive Edinburgh readership of it because when we did an article in it, we were inundated through Twitter of people commenting on how much they enjoyed Donald Smith, one of the festival directors' article, and that in itself was a bit of an experiment to see where the people were commenting on it from. So I think there's people thinking, oh, if it's not Edinburgh-centric, then there's no point in it, and I don't believe that's right.
I do find that the Saturday Herald magazine that we've always tended to advertise in has a long shelf life. It's a nice quality magazine, and it tends to, we get a good response. I actually have people coming in several weeks after an advert ran with the cutout from the paper kind of thing. And I'd say the same about the Sunday Herald. Seems to have a bit more longevity.
Glasgow Herald, Evening Times, and more we're finding that the magazine has actually is quite sought after as well, and we're getting a lot of business coming in from the magazine. I've got some clients who actually cut out the adverts like we used to do in the old days, and they bring them in and bring in the photographs, etc. So that's a huge plus as well. So it's almost like a happy club.
We went in thinking we'll just go and see what happens. We came away signing up for the platinum package, so we went for the whole hog as it was, and it's been great for us. I mean, our turnover has risen quite dramatically.
The Herald advertising team I found have been the best out of newspaper teams that I have had to deal with. They give you clear, concise information. They tell you the best ways and means of going about your advertising, both print and digitally, in terms of what you need from that advertising and what's going to get you the best results.
Yeah, what we don't want to do is we don't want people to forget about us. So we have a story to tell, and we want to tell people that as regularly as possible, remind them of what we do so that they don't forget.
Regular advertising in the Evening Times, the Glasgow Herald, the magazine, the Sunday Herald, it means that people are constantly reminded about Phoenix Furniture Centre, that we're based in the south side of the city. As a regular advertiser, it's worked for me for years, and it's still working for us.
To me, advertising works with repetitiveness, and that doesn't mean it has to cost bucket loads, but in order for advertising to be most effective, you need to almost partner with a publication that's as strong as the Herald and be seen constantly, because as soon as your message is seen, it's forgotten. Unless you're constantly keeping your message rotating and in the corner of the client's eye, you haven't got a hope. So working out a year-long strategy for communicating your brand is crucial, and the Herald's a great way to go about it.
I would say to definitely go there with an open mind and take your checkbook with you, because you will want to sign up. For us, it's been amazing. Our turnover's increased I would say, significantly, which is what you're after at the end of the day. You do the advertising to get the people through the door, and for us it's been a no-brainer, and that's why we were no hesitance in signing up for a second year.
I think an advertising strategy is needed, and I think you should take the punt and go for it because you will see the results.